Hi, my name is Mandy and I'm a mother of 3. So today I'm going to show you how to do easy food prep. Now, June holidays are over. Next upcoming would be the big year-end exam. So I'm going to also show you how to do an easy chicken essence to help nourish your child's health. So first off, we have one kampung chicken that is being chopped into 8 pieces. So do try to use the back of your knife to crack the bones as well. So over here, I have a round metal plate along with a glass plate that is inside. You can use a ceramic glass plate, you can use a normal glass plate also can. You can just put it in the middle. And what we are going to do now is we are going to place the chicken around the bowl. So if you don't like your chicken essence to be too oily, you also have the option to remove the skin of the chicken, yeah? So I'm now cling wrapping the chicken with the plate and the bowl in so that no water droplets from steaming will drip inside. So other than this chicken essence, I'm also going to show you how to make bulgogi and different ways of enjoying it. So this is a good freezer meal for busy moms, or it can be a busy dinner, just take it out of the freezer and then cook it, and then you can prepare your children like go shower or something, right? Okay, so this is done. And I'm going to pop it into the Varoma now for steaming. So when using the Varoma, always remember to put in the metal steaming rack, so to ensure that you don't cover up all the Varoma holes when you are steaming something. This will be steaming for 1 hour 30 minutes. So do get some hot water ready. So also very important to remember that for every 30 minutes of steaming, you will need 500 grams of water. So over here, I have already prepared 1,500 grams of hot water that's ready for steaming. So I'm going to set the timer to 90 minutes, temperature at Varoma. And for the speed, I will go on a speed 1. So that's it. So in order to extract the most pure chicken essence out of the chicken, there is no seasoning required for this. If you want, you can add a slice of ginger, some red dates, or some people even add like 1 or 2 strips of the cordyceps inside to extract some herbal benefits out of it. But for me, I always prefer to do it plain, and if I want to, I can always further season it later. But trust me, this chicken essence is flavorful on its own even without salt. So next up, what I'll be doing is the beef bulgogi marinade. So what we have here is about half a pear, using brown pears, and then I have a quarter yellow onion, a knot of ginger, and 3 cloves of garlic. So I'm just going to pop everything into the Thermomix, and I'm going to start blending them. Start out with 10 seconds, and we are going to go on the speed 8 to chop everything up. Right, so now everything is all nicely chopped up already. We are going to add in the rest of the seasoning. So remember to scrape down the sides of the bowl before you continue blending them. You want it to be a very nice smooth paste so that you don't bite into any bits of ginger. Right, so over here we have about 2 tablespoons or 30 grams of soy sauce. Also 2 tablespoons of or 30 grams of brown sugar. And we have 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. That's it. Isn't it very easy? So we are going to continue blending for another 10 seconds at speed 9. Is done. So the marinade is done in 20 seconds. Isn't it very fast? You can use the same marinade for any other kinds of meat if you don't take beef. So I do use it for chicken as well. And you can also have the option of making it spicy by adding in some chili flakes, some Korean chili flakes. You can do a mix of the coarse and the fine ones, yeah? So the texture of the marinade should look like this. Okay, it should be smooth, yeah? And then no big chunks. So this is great. Let's take a closer look at the ready marinade. So if you like the color browner, more brown or darker, you can feel free to add in some dark soy sauce as well. Done. I just put my gloves on. Now I'm ready to marinate the beef. So just pour all the marinade into about 450 to 500 grams of beef shabu shabu. You can also use any cut of beef and slice it very, very thinly. So just marinate it. So for busy moms, after you marinate, you can actually separately pack them and pop into the freezer. Now that I'm done marinating the beef, I'm going to set it aside and let it marinate slowly to let the flavors seep into the meat. So next up, I'm going to be doing caramelized onions. I'm going to pass this to my assistant to continue cooking the chicken. So I've already caught out the recipe from Cookie Dough. So this is a caramelized onion for 200 grams of onion. Let's start. So first off, it will tell me to add in 20 grams of olive oil. I'm going to pour in 200 grams of onions into the mixing bowl. Press next. So I'm going to start cooking it now. So for those of you new Thermomix users, remember you have this. So this is a splash guard. It's meant to use during high temperature cooking. So I'm going to make use of this to cover on top of the lid. Press done, and I'm going to start. So the caramelized onion will be cooking in the Thermomix for the next 20 minutes.
The caramelized onions will be used as a topping for our dishes later.
Now we are going to start cooking the bulgogi. So first off, we will add in 20 grams of olive oil. I love how Thermomix allows us to use the olive oil for all kinds of cooking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set 10 minutes, 120 degrees, and I'm going to go on a reverse speed 1. So let's wait for the oil to heat up. Now that the oil is heated up already, I'm going to slowly put in the marinated beef piece by piece into the Thermomix. The reason for doing this is so that all the meat won't get lumped up together. Remember to set to reverse. Okay, while this is cooking, we are going to get ready my kimbap ingredients. So first up, we are going to make some ready cooked Japanese short grain rice with some sesame oil and some salt. So 1 cup of rice, about 150 grams, you can do about 4 rolls of kimbap. So what we will do is we will mix in a little bit of sesame oil, which is approximately 1 teaspoon, and a pinch of salt. Let's get it well mixed. Oh, our bulgogi is done. Let's take a look, shall we? Wow, it looks absolutely amazing. So this step is entirely optional. I am going to blowtorch it for extra flavor. So I have all my ingredients ready now, and I'm going to start doing the wrapping. So with every piece of seaweed, you notice that there's one side that's shiny and one side is rough. So face the rough side facing upwards, and then the longer edge of the seaweed facing you this way. And to prevent the liquid from the bulgogi from dripping into the rice, what I'm going to do now is I am going to tear the seaweed into half. Tear the seaweed into half. Line the middle of it where you're going to put all your ingredients later, okay? So now grab some rice first. The amount of rice needed for each kimbap is about a baseball size. Yeah, okay? So place the rice in the middle and start spreading it as thin as possible, leaving about 1 inch space at the end that is furthest away from you. The usual ingredients in kimbap are usually shredded carrots, cheese, eggs, ham, and damuji, which is seasoned radish. You can prepare these ingredients in advance before you start doing anything else. Right, so it's ready for wrapping. So the second piece of seaweed, place it on top here. And what we are going to have to put on top is also some lettuce. Some really nice and crispy lettuce leaves. Right, so you have all this ready, and we are going to add in the blanched spinach. This activity can also be done with your children on weekends or during the school holidays. So let's have some shredded carrots. Lastly, most important, let's have the bulgogi. Try not to fill in too much ingredients, otherwise once you start wrapping, you will find that your kimbap will break apart. So let's start rolling now. Our first kimbap is ready. So what you want to do now is to brush a little bit of sesame oil onto the kimbap to make it nice and shiny. So this will also prevent the seaweed and your rice from becoming dry if it's not eaten immediately. And our kimbap is done. So I'm going to start doing the cutting now. Let's see. Aren't you excited? Sprinkle this on top. And our bulgogi kimbap is ready in a jiffy. Now that everything is done, I'm going to clear this away and I'll be back shortly. Now our dishes are ready. So we have bulgogi kimbap, bulgogi pizza, bulgogi aglio olio, and the mass favorite bulgogi bibimbap. So not forgetting, our chicken essence is also done right here. So I'm going to open it now. Because once I open, the cold air go in, the soup will get sucked into the transparent bowl. Okay, ready? So I'll just take this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a plate, put aside all the chicken. Okay, all the chicken. Put aside. So don't waste this chicken meat, okay? You can also debone them and you can mix it with any kind of chili, or you can mix it into your salad. It works as well. Wow, our chicken essence is amazing. Look at that. Look at how easy it is to get chicken essence out of a whole kampung chicken. So the reason why the chicken essence is all in the bowl instead of all over the place is actually due to physics. So when the internal temperature is very hot and the moment you open the lid, cool air comes in and it forces the bowl to have a suction effect to suck in all the chicken essence, all the goodness from the chicken. So I'm going to remove the bowl right now. So the bowl is still very hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a plate, cover it, hold it tight. Oh, there, it's done. So I hope everyone enjoys today's video. So here it is. We have our chicken essence, bibimbap, bulgogi aglio olio, bulgogi pizza, and bulgogi kimbap. So one bulgogi dish can be done in many different ways. Today, we have only showed you 4 different ways. And of course, remember, you can always replace the beef with another kind of meat. We hope you like what you see today. Bye everybody. Thank you for watching.